Hello, this is Jer. This is the Nightmare series of Oxygen Not Included. I'm on the radioactive ocean asteroid that is metal poor and has a frozen core. Absolutely terrible place to be. As if it wasn't bad enough, all the game settings are on the maximum hardness, and we don't have teleportation or care packages. Enjoy! Welcome back. So, I have did a little bit of an excursion in this rocket. It did not go well. And the only thing I really think I missed, I could have missed of other things. I may have not seen some of your comments yet, since I haven't uploaded the last episode. But the top of the list is radiation poisoning. So I'm going to build some rad pills to go on this mission. Oh, we don't even have the research for that. Okay, well let's research this guy here, so we can get a few of those built. So last episode, I was removing some hydrogen from this area, because I've got some mealwood that's not happy. We're starting off by pushing in some oxygen to help that along. Did not take long to research that. I just have to decide where to put such a thing. Maybe the best place is right here where I'm going to have lights anyways. Just need a little bit of metal to plug it in. We should have lots of coal thanks to all these guys. Though I'm not feeding them as much as I could. But that's alright, because I prefer to get more meat than coal. See, we got a piece of meat in here, so I've got to open this up temporarily. Also, I've got a spot here for a Draco. This is going to be another stable, but this is going to be a stable I don't have grooming station. This is just for shearing. So Astronaut is building this appropriate, since they're going to be the one benefiting from it on their space mission. Because they were getting way too much radiation. Oh, yeah, okay, let's see. Need to give someone with... Oh, oh, okay, really. See, Rancher is nearly going to be skilled next. Maybe what I'll do, I'll give this to Astronaut. Medical compounding. Can always re-scrub them before we go. So let's create some basic rad pills. I'll create 20. Let me think about this, actually. The maximum I can spend on this rocket, got 30,000 calories. They eat, so that's about 15. 2,000 calories a day, 15. Let's just do 16. Astronaut is cranking out the first pill. First thing I'm going to do when that lands is go to consumables and tell the dupes not to consume that. Rad pill, turn that off. I'll give the ability for Astronaut to consume it once we go into a space mission. Maybe what I do too is take some of this coal and tell the dupes to move it over here. Just to make it easy for Astronaut to create all this. Astronaut is not the best at the apothecary, but they're going through it. Get our 16 pills. Make sure we push that onto the rocket. It'd be sad if we produce them, but then forgot them behind. And then, as far as I know, we'll have everything I can think to take off for this mission. So just before I send any of these Dracos in here, we need to make sure this is actually appropriate size. Right now it's oversized. And let's do some glossy Draco eggs. So I like to get this machinery in here. I'm gonna power that up with a low amount of metal. Okay, doesn't take too much wiring. That's really good. Make that tile right there. We'll do that at priority. We'll have a second stable. So any excess of these guys that I don't plan to groom, I'll throw them up here and we'll get a little bit of extra material. So on the last pill or two here, got one more to go. At the same time, decided I'll do a little bit more incubating, but not going to be doing that for a whole lot longer, at least for hatch eggs. As soon as Astronaut does this, I'm going to get them to, well, I'll get them to actually use this skill scrubber and get someone else to put those pills on the rocket. Where are we with that? They're nearly complete. So we'll put, we'll have 16 pills. Maximum, I think, time that we're going to be on this asteroid is 15. Okay, so what I'll do, send Astronaut in here. I don't want anyone to unload this, so I will temporarily, right now I have it blocked so that no dupe can go in this thing. I'll change that for a short period of time. I'm going to hit, on this, hit move, put that in the rocket. Do that at the highest priority and close this back off once those red pills are on board. So Baker has picked up the pills. We're going towards the rocket, just making sure no one else goes towards the rocket to consume or move any meat. I think we're good. So Baker will throw it in there for us. And I'm hoping this is going to make the difference on this mission. Having these red pills. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're scrubbing dirt, looks like. Fine. Okay, no one else is... Whoa. You get. I don't know what you're doing in that area, but get out of the rocket. Okay. Whew. Alright, so we've got our red pills. We just have to wait now for... skill scrubbing, because I don't want that medical compounding skill where we're going. So I had to roll back one more time because I realized we had dirt unloaded from someone and realized they took that much dirt away. But so I'm going to temporarily allow access. I'm going to make this a priority 9. Watch this very carefully so that no other material, especially that barbecue meat, gets unloaded. I see Astronaut has some dirt for us. Okay, nearly 4 tons. We should just have one more dupe with the last piece, I assume. That's Rancher. Good job, Rancher. Okay, so with that on board, let's again kick everyone off the rocket so we don't have anything that's critical unloaded on us. Now, just watching here. Check the schedule for Astronaut. Yeah, they're going on break. I'll let them take their break. They can find some food, get some sleep, and then very soon, we're going to be going on this mission. Astronaut is just chewing away on some barbecue meat. They're going to have lots of barbecue meat on their mission. The rest of the dupes may not. Let's see, where are we? Barbecue meat. Yeah, that's the last bit of it. Going to produce more mush bars. I just... probably at the point where I'm no longer going to be incubating hatch eggs. I'll make an exception for this glossy types. We definitely want to fill that stable as quickly as possible. So I'll go through a number of glossy eggs just as this dupe takes off, or sleeps and then takes off. Rancher, let's push you back here so you can do that. So patiently waiting while Astronaut sleeps. Doing a couple Draco eggs during this time. So hoping everything goes well. We've got our rad pills. We restocked on the dirt again, because I need that for the outhouses. There is dirt on that asteroid, so I'll be able to replenish that. But I don't want to make it easy for the first bit of this mission. As much as I can anyways, because this is an important one. Okay, so astronaut is awake. They're going to do something. They don't know what they're doing just yet. But what they're going to be doing today is going on a space mission. So tell them to go inside this rocket. Where are we going? We're going right here. Make sure they are actually heading in that direction. Looks good. Okay. While they're on their way, we'll get 1 or 2 more glossy eggs incubated. Now, before they get on that rocket, I want to make sure that they take off their gas mask. They don't need it, because there's Atmos suits. Dupes here probably will benefit from it a little bit more. I'll let them get close. Alright, so we'll take that off. And before I forget, let's deliver that right there. Is that the last egg? Okay, so we're done with that. Watching astronaut board the rocket. We can now begin the launch and see if we can bring some much wanted metal. So this is the last bit of oxygen that's going to be loading into the rocket for this mission. At some point we should see... No, checklist is not complete. Pilot boarded. Pilot is boarded, right? Oh, did we not give you the skill? Let's see here. Astronaut has rocket piloting. I'll give you the rocket piloting hat. And we'll be taking off. Here we go. So it's going to be half a cycle until this dupe arrives. I think there's a few changes we can make to the rocket itself. So instead of having this designed to load oxygen, we'll reverse it. So that oxygen goes towards the rocket, so that the astronaut can breathe. As well, we'll have that go towards the Atmos suit so they can go out and explore this new world. Oh, speaking of which, let's make sure that's enabled. On the other side of things, we're going to want to send carbon dioxide out. Make sure we don't have an infinite loop created here. I'm not going to connect this just yet, because I don't want that to be leaking out in space. So astronaut can tweak those things while we travel. Just having a careful look at this setup. I noticed that I had an airflow towel here. Change that back. Just want to resupply a little bit of the hydrogen in this lower area. So I'm going to change this out now for a hydrogen line. So instead of connecting into this oxygen, we will connect to the hydrogen. I don't want a whole lot, so I'm going to make sure that only a little bit gets through. We are just a few seconds away. Let's go to consumables and tell astronaut they can consume rad pills. Scroll down to where they are. Okay, so that's an important bit. Let's watch this landing. This is the second time a rocket is landing on this asteroid. Last time I was here for like a cycle. Got 2 tons of metal. Gonna be here for possibly 15 cycles. That's the plan. Okay, so now that I'm here, first priority is getting an outhouse together. Let's build that right here. This is the first time a dupe is going to be wearing an Atmos suit. Astronaut, let's just bump you around so you know to go. I assume you're getting some material to build that outhouse, right? It's got to be the case. Yeah, there we are. Excellent. There we go. Outhouse is nearly complete. Let's make sure that's a high priority task. I should see Astronaut grabbing some dirt that's on the inside of this rocket. Alright, they're taking 200 pieces of that. After that, the next thing I'd like them to do is get rid of the rocket platform. Because I want to build a second rocket. Second rocket here. Yeah, you're obsessed with that. Move you over just a second. Hopefully that will get your attention down here. There we go. So the second rocket is going to be designed for sending rovers on this asteroid. See some metal that's here. Okay, are they on break? Yeah, they're going to use the washroom. Okay, I'll let them take their break and we'll continue on. So, Astronaut has just had their meal. I was going to say, why are they going out? I would assume that they're going to sleep. There they are. That makes sense. Not only are they getting to sleep, they've got, I see their basic rad pill. I'm really hoping that cuts down their radiation. Doesn't mean that they're going to have none, I don't believe. But they also have tickled toesies. That's going to help with the stress situation. And as soon as they wake up, we'll get back to it. Just checking on the rad pill. So that removes 100 rads a cycle. We'll see how effective that is going to be for this particular asteroid. So mention... Oh, hold on. Can I don't know if I can make modifications to a rocket while rocket platform is gone. I think I can. But just in case I can't, I want to build a battery module. Make that out of iron. It's going to raise the rocket so the dupe can still technically access it, but I'm going to build a ladder here just to make it slightly easier. And once this is built, then we can concentrate on the second rocket. I'm trying to line this up so that this new rocket is going to be right next to it, because this is the main task, if this all goes right, is this dupe is going to be continually firing off rockets to get new rovers. So we'll make their path as small as possible. Dupe is charging the battery with manual generator. Now that is something I'll want to do something about with the solar panels. But first, let's get that battery together. Just looking at how much iron ore there is on this asteroid, there's 14 tons. I saw a big piece of it here. I don't know if meteorites have moved that, bounced that around. I don't know where it went, unless it happened to fall down here. I think I had several tons of it ready to be put on board. Okay, that's a bit of a mystery. What happened to that? Okay, so we've got this battery. I've got to be careful. I don't want the dupe to spend too much effort charging that. So I'm going to temporarily bring that down to level 4. And let's get rid of... Try that again. Let's get rid of that, this rocket platform. Okay, so I've got some metal that's down here. We'll dig a path out so we can get access to it, so I can build rocket platform. Now, where do I want to build? Actually, technically, I could make that out of lead. Why don't we just wait, though, on that? Let's build that ladder after Astronaut. I'd rather get this, rather get rovers doing stuff for you. So once I have enough for aluminum, so I can, hold on, there we go, excellent. Now, I need to decide exactly where I want this platform to be. I want to have it lined up as well as I can, so I want it to be like this. But I'm going to have, of course, an engine. But the rover module is one tile higher than the Brave Neptune, except I could make a solar panel. But no, I'll do solar panels externally. Okay, I don't think the... Actually, can the dupe stand on that? It's saying unreachable build, so I'm assuming no. What about right there? If they can get to this location, then technically I think this will work. Okay, yeah. Concentrate on this ladder, please. Because I think they can walk along the battery. Oh no, they cannot. But I could do this. Okay, so I can access the rocket platform. First thing that's going to happen is all this refined metal, aluminum, is going to be there, and then the astronaut will build that platform for us. So first piece of aluminum going on. Back in the homeworld, I see there's enough hydrogen here, so let's cut this off so we don't get flooded with hydrogen. Can get a tiny bit of metal back. Nuts. Just realized that this wasn't exactly where I wanted. One tile lower. So before this gets complete, unfortunately, we're going to lose that, but, well, we won't lose it, but it'll drop down there. Oh, and I might need to wait for it. Oh, no. I can do this now. So I want to do this right here. Let's just make sure they can access it. I think they can from this ladder. Yep. This looks good. We'll do that at priority. So I'm watching astronaut work. I can see that they're starting to turn green. They've got minor radiation poisoning, so it's still happening. There may be nothing I can do. Perhaps I can at least avoid major. I don't know. But at least the red pills are there to do somewhat of a difference. But my plan is, from this point on, once the dupe is finished with construction out here, I can get most of the rovers to do the work. Also, a little bit of protection around this ladder will be a good thing. Alright, they're going on break. Oh yeah, outhouse out here first. Just having a look at my Draco stable. 92. Let's up that. So we've got several of those critters there. We've got, we could start putting in some excess critters up here. Oh no, we already have one, but yeah, we'll do, continue that process. You can go there. Lots of excess pips around. Actually, probably would not, dupes would not mind a little bit of extra meat. I've got a few of the hatches that expired. They're elderly, so I took them out. So we'll wait for a few of these to be adults, and then I'll repopulate them over in these stables. So astronauts taking a break, eating some barbecue meat. Just gonna put a mesh tile here, so that if they do yak up because radiation poisoning, they're not green anymore, so that red pill, maybe that is working. And especially after I avoid having them do work out in the radiation area, I don't think they're going to have an issue. I think this is going to be good. So just waiting for this big moment. Okay, so we've got a new rocket platform. We're going to start off by getting the carbon dioxide engine built, make that out of iron. Above that, we will have the rover module, make that out of iron. And the nose cone. I'll do iron as well. So this is what I want. I want to have these two rockets side by side. Just to make it easy for astronaut to flip over here all the time. Now once I have this, I'm going to want to deliver carbon dioxide to the carbon dioxide engine. And I'm going to do that with the carbon dioxide I have on board. So I'm going to make some changes here as well. It's level 4 action there. Why don't you go and do something else, astronaut? Like the construction of that neighboring rocket. So we'll want to take this out and have it sent down. Ooh. Ooh. Unreachable build. Hold on. Make sure that's a priority thing. Okay, so astronaut is putting that in place. Let's put our mesh tile back quickly before the next break. We should see carbon dioxide. Oh, we're out of power, but as long as we have enough power for this, maybe I should up this again. We're out of power. We're not going to be able to go anywhere. But how much oxygen is left? Now, the other thing I've got to watch is the durability. This is... I don't know if this is a mistake, so I'm going to do a save. Because I could be coming back to this point. I might be causing too much stress. But if I can get away with it, it might be good. Oh, yeah! I forgot. Astronaut actually enjoys exosuit training. Because what I'm going to do... I was going to do this. Slows exosuit durability damage. And then this gives me a penalty reduction. I'm wondering, should I push it? The barbecue meat itself does a lot, so I think I can get away with that. Both of them. And it's something they like, so that actually is contributing to their interest. Making it a little bit easier to get away with this. So what that's going to do is just reduce the damage, so I can use these a little bit longer. It'd be sad if my two... I do have a second one. So once this runs out, I can start to use that one. Alright, so astronaut is on the wheel for a short bit of time. I'm concerned that they're gonna... Oh, there's not that much power here. I was concerned about this, them taking too long to fill this. Let's have a look inside this. The only thing is now we've got 2 pumps going. But the oxygen one should be turning off when we've got this thing filled again. And this guy isn't going anywhere at the moment. And it would be good to get us oxygen. So I'll allow astronaut to fully charge that. And then we'll get back out here. And complete this. Just watching astronaut spin away. So this is... Oh, we're starting to back up. This is really good news. Because what this means, this pump is going to start to shut off. Consuming less power. And that's just going to make the batteries charge all that much faster. Okay, I'm just going to force them to get off before we fully charge. Oh, let's lower that priority. You can leave that alone. I think we've got enough power to at least get one rover. Wait, why did they keep going back on? They know to build this, right? I'm going to up the priority here. Astronaut, if you could take a step to the side and see that they're... Take a step to the side. And see that there are other things I'd like you to do just now. There we go. Here we are. Get more barbecue meat. So I've got to turn this down temporarily. This is starting to get a little annoying. So I have to think about if there's a way to make this better for myself. So I see carbon dioxide going into this carbon dioxide engine. We just have to wait for the nosocone. We even have the rover module set. I'm going to make that a high priority action. So it gets rebuilt either by the dupes or future rovers. Trapped. Who's trapped? Oh, yeah, no, that's never mind. That's just Rancher. I know about this. So we're just doing some glossy Draco eggs. Rover has been built. That's exciting. That's going to help us quite a bit over here. And we just need the ability to actually take off with the nose cone. Just looking to see. I don't see carbon monoxide flowing out. Oh, that's just a power issue. Okay, we'll get the power back on. Make that a 5. So good work. This is the rocket ready to go. In fact, I might have enough to get us on our first attempt. So maybe I don't need to send... So I need to actually change astronaut to be... Whoops. Well, actually, I can... Yeah, I want to crew this. I want to change the crew. So astronaut, you are now actually piloting this rocket, but you can still go in this rocket. We're going to get you to go just 1 tile away. And we can begin as soon as you're in there, so they can breathe when they're in there, because they've got their Atmos suit, obviously. So they're taking off. Spending a little bit of that carbon dioxide we brought with us to get the rocket up. I'm going to get rid of these. I like to reposition those to be just slightly closer to the rocket. Okay, let's send a rover down. Put that right there. And we'll send astronaut back down. Both on their way down. So we destroy this so we can get a little bit of metal. This should be rebuilt soon so we can go again. Astronaut's probably looking for some iron ore, maybe? Oh, maybe that's where all my iron ore went. Yeah, 11 tons of it. So it was here at one point. I remember this is the last time I see it. I guess there was just so much meteor activity. Something hit it and it probably went flying down over here. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to put some tiles like this. Maybe we'll put a ladder up like this. And this is going to be a flat area to make it easy for the dupes to get along. Put some storage bins. My plan is to have rovers do most of the work. So right now I don't think we can take off. I could be wrong. Oh, we can make it actually. Okay, alright, well then we're going to. Crew this. So astronaut, you're going up again. So we can get a second friend. To help us along. Thinking before I get too many of these guys together, we should create those solar panels. Just so that this dupe doesn't have to use the manual generator too much. It's so both going back down again. Take that guy out. Okay, I have to decide where those solar panels are gonna be. Let's put them right... Can put one there. It's gonna affect where the rovers land in the future, but I guess that's not really gonna matter. So I need to connect this with wiring. We'll use copper. And do that. I'm gonna make this a priority build since I think only dupes can... Pretty sure only dupes can build that now. So I should see astronaut on that soon, loading in some glass, of course. They're the only one that can get the glass, because they're the only one that can get in the rocket. So now I definitely cannot actually go anywhere, is correct? Yeah, okay. So we have to wait till we've got some power to go anywhere. Okay, I see idle rover. So I'm going to instruct them to load in some material. We are searching for iron. You can give us some algae. What else? Oh, lead. Start with that. Oh, and pinch of pepper plants. Seeds. So this is going to reduce the amount of time that Astronaut spends on the manual generator. We'll push this even further with a second one. So Astronaut is on break, but they've done very well. We're going to find some food. Watching that, because I don't want them to run out. But I think we're going to get a lot of metal on here before we take off. I'm going to empty this out. We're going to put metal in here, but got a few things more to do before we start collecting that, though. Just going to make sure that we've got oxygen. 62% durability. Got another one to do before we get there, though. So Astronaut will take a sleep. Their stress level is nothing. Their radiation, they're not even green anymore. The rad pill, this is works exceptionally well from what I see. These guys will construct at least the wiring. I decided to make this here. This is going to be where I'll get the rovers to land. Why not push this a little bit further? We'll see if three. I'll see if 3 is enough. If that's the case, we can start giving commands to explore and dig out around here. Kind of running out of ideas for what to do with these guys. Not that that is a huge concern, but mostly the reason for that is just I have no metal, so most of the things I want to do involve metal. But get them on just a little bit of cleanup. Shouldn't be too long, I don't think, till our metal arrives back. So here is the solar panel running. So this is making it so that we don't have to rely on the manual generator. So why don't we actually turn this down to a 4? You can go out there, finish the other solar panels. Have a look at how much power is being generated actually. 222 midday, or at least close to midday. So yeah, we'll put 4 together. Make that the priority. And then the rest of the time, let's see, we'll create a few more of these. And then to be honest, the dupe themselves, they don't really have to do much here. Okay. But there might be a few things we would be interested in. Let's inspect. Rummage. Oh, let's get them to have access to this. I had this set to be destructed a long time ago. That's smart. We want to get further down. There is some material that only the dupe can dig through. Granite, I guess. But we want bristle blossom. I think that's our first time being exposed to it. So with give. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. I forgot. Let's Okay, change of plan slightly. I forgot. So we've got power going in now. But let's build in a radioactive protected area. Some living space. We can even get the rovers to help out. I see a couple plants. I'm thinking it might be smart to have the dupe exposed to nature reserve. So we'll do that. So I need 4 plants. Have them all close here, which is very convenient. Let's see, how do I'm gonna make a door here. I'll put in a plant. Or not a plant, rather, a park sign. Build that out of copper. Let's put that right there. This right there. We'll put another one at this location. It is nice having... Oh, actually, I don't need to fill that in since the door is going to be there. So we'll start with that. We'll make a Great Hall, a latrine, and I think that'll be enough from a morale perspective. How is the dupe doing? Even before we add the nature reserve. Actually, pretty well. It could probably take on more digging. I'll give them at least that. And that as well. So we should be able to get through Bissolite. But let's just get this nature reserve together first. So another solar panel going in, which is amazing. So I think the next thing I'm going to do, let's get another rover. Okay, we will deploy this at our new location, which is right there. Sending this guy back down. I'm going to put 3 more tiles just in case I forget to destroy this. I'm just planning for potential several eventualities. See, this is something only the dupe can create, so we'll up that priority. Have that door open. Alright, so with all of this, that's a priority build, so we can go up again. I can get yet another. We're going to have a bunch of rovers working for us. Now, this is an radioactive area, but I guess technically the dupes isn't going to spit. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. I was going to really plan that out, but let's put a tile for a little bit of protection right there. Oh, let's make this a huge priority. Okay, we have to be careful here. I'm going to dig this out, but I'm going to select the plant and hit cancel uproot. I just want the sand to be dug out there. I think what I might do... You know what? The radiation rad pills is working well enough. I think a single tile, make that a priority, but a single tile should be fine. We should have our nature reserve, I think. Yep. There it is. Okay. Now I just need to design the rest of this area. Let's see, is that dupe's probably on break. We'll do another rover next day, but we've got enough rovers here to get started with this. Let's dig out a spot first. I don't have a place to put bleach down. I'll do that right here. So another cycle of no stress and not no green dupe. So very happy about this. Just waiting for them to wake up now. Come on. So we've got more to do. Probably really at this point just sending more rovers around. So we're going to crew this. Go 1 tile away again. As we do, begin that launch sequence. Going to get bleach stone to be stored here. Make that high priority. see, we're gonna need a door. Put that like that. Okay, that dupe is up in space, so we can get yet another rover. We can land back down. So I just need to decide what's going to be what. It doesn't really matter. I think this will be the latrine. I don't have any running water, so I'm just going to put that just to classify it as a latrine. The dupe will be happy with that fact. That door doesn't actually need to be shut. Put several outhouses together, or at least two. Just so that if one becomes backed up, there's another one for use. Okay, let's not forget to destroy this. We have a second door right there. Now the nice thing is I don't have to worry about oxygen in this place. That ladder here. This I should have don't really need this after all. But this needs to be 30. If this is going to be the Great Hall, it needs to be 32. 32 is enough. Oh, 36, but that's fine. Door right there. Put a little ladder down so we can get across. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so we will put in a nest table. Take that out of copper just because. Flower pots. Oh, yeah. I think we've completed the research for some decoration. Now let's up that. Hold on. Do I have any good-looking plants? Decor 30. Maybe I don't want to dig you out. Let me think. If we cancel that part of the project. That, and what if we did this? Is that going to leave a latrine that's big enough? If not, I guess I can dig out around there. Just in case. So the other thing, so that takes care of the decor item. I also need a water cooler. Now this will actually be filled with water because I think I brought water with me. So I'm going to change this out when that's ready. Well, let's send another rover up, shall we? Don't want anyone to fill this with water. I'll just put it like that. Okay, continue to dig out some iron ore. That is a large reason why we're here. Well, let's not forget about that dupe. Okay, so yet another rover. So this is going well. As long as I can keep that dupe happy and fed and everything. Be in a good spot. Now back on the homeworld, I'm just going to start clearing out some space for future work. So we'll start up here. Just do a big dig downward. Make sure they at least have something to do. Though there still is a lot of attending to critters. Can be easy to forget about the homeworld when you're on a mission like this, so taking time, pausing the game, just looking for a few things that need to be cleaned up and assigned while I've been spending my attention elsewhere. See, getting more of these guys in here. This is looking good. So, Oh yeah, plastic ladder. We can start the construction of that. Let's do that. Alright, not enough, but these guys will produce more plastic over time. Okay, so here we are. We've got a latrine. We got a... Oh, a mess hall. That didn't work. What are we missing? Mess table unassigned. Is that really all it is? No, that's not what it is. Room size of 52. Mess table. Maybe that's not counting as a morale item. I'm going to take a closer look. I still don't know what's missing here, so I'm going to try to create one of these. Won't be complete, but maybe just its existence will be enough. We'll see. So we've got 2 outhouses complete. We might have enough. I don't think the dupe has used the mess hall or the latrine yet. But yeah, we're looking like we're good. So what did we get down? Okay, snazzy suit. Why don't we give that to astronaut? It's going to be a little bit of a benefit. I think we can now dig our way in here. We've got this guy here. Let's make sure that this gets brought on board. This is an important thing. Whoops, wrong rocket. Put that right there. Make that a priority. So this is astronaut taking their first meal in the mess hall. So back in the home world, I see scientist is a little stressed. How much reed fiber do we have? Carpet tile. Let's make... Actually, I think we've got enough for everybody. So when everyone eats, they're going to have some carpet tile to enjoy. So I don't know if this is going to work. If it doesn't, I'm just going to let this stay as a mess hall. So I don't know if an artist has to convert this in order for it to be fancy. Yeah, apparently it does. Alright, you know what? We're just going to leave that be. I think, let's get over here and use this machine so we can get this, whatever skill is inside of that to be put inside astronaut. Right now, there's putting those bristle blossoms seeds inside the rocket. Excellent work. That way I'll be able to grow some of those. I think that is for, if I'm not mistaken, the glossy types. I'm going to switch to that from mealwood when we come back. Lots of lead I want to get access to. So just to make exploration easy, let's just make a ladder going down like that. Okay, let's also, anywheres that I need the dupe to be able to dig out, we'll make that a priority thing. Otherwise they might be distracted with other tasks. Okay, so we are nearly here. I'm going to do a save just in case I don't like this skill that I get, because if you do a reload, you'll get a random option each time. But I will assign this to astronaut. Guess we'll do an inspection. They don't look too excited at the moment. We might as well give them their skill early. Complete the process. Alright, positive outlook. Nah. After 2 reloads, I got beefsteak, strength of +10. I'm happy with that. So do some distraction. Doing some metal here. There, we'll get some of the wiring as well. Dig into some of this lead. Let's continue digging down in a direct line just to make it easy for the rovers to get around. Make this a priority. I see some granite here. And then we'll explore off of this line to get our resources. So we've got some meteor showers. We need to dig off our top of our solar panel. Oh, can't actually get up there. Well then. Plan for that. But that looks easy. And now some snow. I'm going to add fossil to the list of stuff to collect. Copy this setting. So we're now able to get rovers up here so we can clear this guy off. So we can get power generation from the sun once again. Nothing to re-clear the snow. Again and again. But the meteor showers shouldn't last too long. Wondering if I should just wait for it to be done or if there's any point in doing this now. If I want to keep the dupes busy back home, one thing I can do is just keep pushing research. Okay, someone was not thinking when they stood on this ladder, were they? Destroy that ladder so the engineer can fall back down. Okay, meteor shower is over. We've cleared our solar panel for the last time. At least until the next meteor shower. So astronaut grabbing their snazzy suit and putting it on. We're not actually seeing it with the Atmo suit, but it's there. Am I collecting that copper? I can't remember. Let me just check. I am not. A few more of those. Also build a bridge going across. More for the rovers. Like that. I don't need any glass at the moment, but just in the interest of keeping the dupes busy, I'm going to set this to be 99. Make it a level 4, but if they run out of something, at least they're not going to be idle. Sending yet another rover up, but I've got to pay attention to how long I can stay. So let's send this back down. We'll have a closer look into this. So inside the rocket... Oh, no, not this rocket. The other rocket. Probably one at the top of the list, oxygen. We're still over 700 each tile. We're good. Calories is probably going to be a bigger factor than oxygen. So we still have several cycles, 7-ish. I can send as many rovers as I have carbon dioxide. Once I run out of that... Oh! Do I have enough power to get back home? I think we should. Let's just charge this at the same time. I don't want to run out of carbon dioxide. That would be smart to get in there now. But yeah, okay, so 7-ish cycles is what I'm thinking. Let's also look at the geysers. I never really planned on doing anything with this. What do we have? Oh, natural gas. And there's carbon dioxide geyser, so I could actually tap into that if I want to get more. But I want to go after that natural gas geyser, and that being the case, I might want to seal this asteroid up so it doesn't leak gas. Worry about that after we find this geyser first, because I don't see where it is. Maybe it's close to the bottom. So we'll keep digging down some bisylite. I don't know if I can dig through that. Astronaut, I'll give you super duper hard digging. Apparently dupes are not the only things that can trap themselves. Rovers can too. Just having a look at this, forgot we found some copper, so that's another thing that we can add to our list of many things we're interested in bringing back. So I think these rovers just want to break, so they're getting themselves trapped on ladders so they don't have to do anything. I don't think I have a use for these lily bomb seeds, so I'm going to take one on the rocket just in case I find a use, so I don't have to come back, but let's just do that. They're high priority for the future. So we reach this area here. Instead of digging through obsidian, maybe we'll just go left and right. Oh, there's the natural gas geyser. Okay, currently dormant. Make our way there. Want to get that guy to be opened up. I may not want natural gas right now, but I do want it to leak out into a large space, so there'll be plenty of it when I do want natural gas. Let's make this a priority of getting down in this direction first before anything else. So there are lots of tasks that are limited by dupes, such as digging through the abyssalites, just making sure the rovers stay busy digging out things. If they've got nothing else to do, gonna get them to start collecting some algae. Just having a closer inspection of my thermoregulator, realizing it's measuring temperature right here. I probably want to keep this flowing even when this isn't operating, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some insulated tiles here and here. Let's see, how should I do this? I'm going to go up like that, and then down. We'll get rid of that middle one. So we're going in all kinds of interesting places. First of all, I see some fertilizer around here. Gonna add that to the list of things to bring up. I'm not sure if the dupe's gonna have enough time. I might have to switch from them digging abyssalite. Oh, fertilizer. Copy that across. I'm looking for places with fossil and lead, digging out around here. Let's get a ladder going up like that. Rovers are all on it. Let's dig into this little zone. But we made our way down here, which is exciting, so we're getting close to this. See some... Oh, abyssalite. I'm gonna mark that as high priority so the dupe gets on that quick. I think there's one more piece at the end. We'll open up this spot down here to start exploring. Where are we with the dupe's food? So, yeah, we're getting down there, less than half the amount of time. Just having a closer look, I guess that's actually not abyssalite. But we'll get them digging down here anyways. So I'm going to open this up. What that means is I'm going to... Let's see, first of all, make this a little bit wider. I need to decide where to put a door. Let's see, this area is trapped. I could fit... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on? You guys, stop with the hanging on ladders. Okay, what was I doing here? Oh yeah, we're trapping out this zone. So that natural gas won't leak. Put a door here so that they can still get out. Dun, dun, dun. Let's make sure any other tiles is sealed. Now I... Just thinking to myself, is this gonna cause any issues if meteorites smash through that tile? Well, we should be okay. If it got to that, that would still be a lot of natural gas. So yeah, let's get in here. This guy's currently dormant. Speaking of which, this is making me have a thought about... This guy's dormant. Why don't we analyze that while we have the opportunity of that being dormant? We've got lots of liquid in here. It's nice and cool liquid. This guy's actually nearly overpressured. A little bit of digging will open up a channel for that to continue to flow out. I don't know how critters do that, but this glossy Draco managed to find themselves stuck in this tile. Try to wrangle them out. Just watch what happens is... Well, that didn't really work as hoped. Because this is a glossy type, if it was any other, I probably wouldn't bother, but let's just go ahead and break him out of there. This is going to be a little annoying since all these little guys are going to go over into this zone, which I want to be blocked off from them. Glossy Draco, really? Maybe the best thing to do then is hold off. I'll take this out. Actually, we'll do, they jump. Okay, so I'm going to create a temporary wall right here. Okay, finally, we have access to this guy. Let's make that... Well, this should bringing them over to the Draco, or Glossy Draco stable here. Make sure that's upped. This is where our plastic is going to be coming from. Where is our ladder? Progress, okay. Starting to get a few pieces of that together. Scientist, are you picking this up? That's awesome. So we'll start to form this back together again. Going after various metals. Oh, we've dug this guy out, which is good. So what I want to do, I want to dig out around here. So we've got lots of space for natural gas to fill out. So that when we come to collect it in the future, there'll be lots of it. Just thinking to myself about priorities. I will have a bunch of rovers here after I leave, or after the dupe leaves, so send one final rover possibly. But I've got to concentrate on getting this stuff, collect it, and brought into the rocket. I can open up this area later on, because I'll still have rovers around. Let's see, so let's we'll plan out how that's going to go. So maybe we'll stop digging. We'll, anywhere there's lead, that's definitely something I like to have, so we'll continue here. Fossil, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Is that something that only the dupe can do? Let's up that. So a few places where that is. I'll get the dupe to dig that out. And we'll start the big collect. Maybe make 3 more. Okay, so we've got to start to plan this setup. We're bringing food or material back and destroy this temporarily. The other thing is, maybe I should build a barracks. I don't know. leave that. So the rovers are starting more of the collection process than digging. Let's see, tile that only a dupe can do, but if they go this way, they can just be rovers. But yeah, there's a couple places I'm still digging, but most of it is going to be about bringing stuff back. Looking for any more pieces of iron or copper. Bunch hiding here, so let's get up there, the ladder. So that geyser did not stay dormant for very long. Dig out around here. Not interested in bringing natural gas with us just yet, but it's definitely going to be a future thing. Okay, so Astronaut is going to have the task of making a few storage bins. Oh yeah, I have to up that priority, don't I? In order for that to be destroyed. Up the priority of these to be created. Let's look at heat. It's getting warm, but manageable on this rocket. Okay, so we've got a few bins that we're creating. Basically going to put in all the same material everyone on the outside here has been collecting. Copy the settings, go inside the rocket. If I can. Here we are. So I'm going to get them to be dropped off there. I'll up the priority once these two are created. Or you know what I'll do? I'll make this... Oh, it's already 7. I'll make the bins a 6. So because these bins are higher priority, if that dupe sees any in here, they're going to start moving it over into inside the rocket. Because unless it makes it in the rocket, we're not going to be getting it back home. And that's kind of the whole point of this mission. So that very much needs to happen. So the loading process has begun. Astronaut's going to be sneaking out here, grabbing some material from the bins and putting it inside this rocket for us to be able to actually go. They seem to have froze. Hello? Oh, they just took their rad pill. I mean, yeah, keep taking that. That's important. There they are. Alright, they took a little thinking break there, but first piece of material, in this case, algae, is being brought on. What might make sense if I go through a prioritization, actually. So I'm going to say, you know what, don't worry about algae at first. Metal is our biggest concern. Pinch of pepper plants, fertilizer, let's not make that up there. If I don't get those on there now, I do want fossil though, but I'm gonna still do metal first. Refine metal, lead, let's, I want lead, but let's do that after. Copy the setting and see how we get. 5,000 calories, we really gotta get moving. Thinking one skill that this dupe could use Astronaut is improved carrying. So let's give exosuit training to all the other dupes if we can. Oh, Chef already has it. Give them strength then. Engineer also has it. Awesome. Let's give them carrying. Rancher. Work towards that. Scientists. We'll work towards that. Veterinarians. Oh, sustained training. Okay, make them a little bit quicker on their toes. Oh, let's put this back to that. So right now, I'm just watching this be filled up, and I'm thinking if the dupe has to take a step over, that might not be ideal, because they have to take their suit off, and we're getting close to the point where I have to decide, do I just disable this so that they don't have to take their suit off? Because it's just a short distance. They have to hold their breath, yes, but for a very short distance. Maybe that is what we end up doing. Okay, because, yeah, let's just see the problem. Yeah, this is the problem, is they're taking their suit off. Let's disable this building. So so that now, when astronauts are out here, yes, they have to hold their breath, but when they come back in here, they don't have to take their suit off and on. Excellent. I think that is worth that little switch. I see there are some retired rovers, so we can get a little bit of metal back. Let's have a look inside this rocket, working on a second bin. Just make sure that this dupe doesn't run out of material, because once they have everything... Let's see, copper, there's still... Oh no, that's copper, not copper ore. There's iron ore, so there's still iron ore that can be brought over. Let's destroy this. This is going to make it easier for the dupe to get back and forth. It's quite convenient. We've got a low oxygen area for the dupe to be able to eat at. I kind of forget about this point about the Atmo suits. That they wouldn't actually be... Wasn't planning on them using those rooms. But anyway, so at this point, we're getting towards the end. They're going to take a break and we'll continue another cycle of loading material for us. Okay, just another optimization. I'm going to tell the rovers to concentrate on these 3 bins. Let me go make sure I've got the priority of these bins to be even higher. Okay, there we are. So that way the dupe shouldn't ever have to actually go over here. We can make this big. Actually, if we want to make it the most optimal, let's make this just the material we're bringing over now, which is, I think it's iron ore we're looking for. Do that and at 8. Inside here, we've got these set and at 8 as well. We'll make that a 9. Start carting as much of it as we can over. So now all the iron ore is going to be put in here. Oh, wait. Let me just turn everything. I think it's better to clear everything. Give me iron ore and copper ore, because that's what we're starting with. So the rovers are just going to go mad, moving everything over, making the dupe's life easier. I guess that's the whole point of them. So, got what, click on my resources so when we take off, I know what we have. We've got copper ore. Copper, well, I'll have a small amount of copper. I won't bother showing that. Iron ore. Eventually we're going to have lead. We'll want some fossil. What else did I have? Algae. Not that that's probably the most important bit, but still. So, alright, 37 tons. And 13 tons of copper ore. Haha, okay, we are definitely going to take advantage of that when it arrives back home to this world. Alright, let's continue on, making sure these guys have something to do. Now that I set that bin at high priority, I can see the rovers are concentrating on iron ore now. Okay, I see the dupe has explored way down here. I need to reassign the bins for the time being. We're going to include lead. Let's start bringing that lead on board. Scalding. Yeah, get out of there, astronaut. Get out of there. So now I've got lead being piled in this bin so that astronaut doesn't have to go very far. So we've We've got a few tons, 5 tons of lead. That's refined metal, so there's a lot of things we can do with that. So we nearly have all the bins filled up with material metals, so I'm going to dump everything on the ground here. We'll start building or transferring some fossil over. See, over on this side, let's switch this to fossil. So I want to make sure I don't ignore these guys. I'm giving them tasks, but let's do a quick health check. So we've got stables, 96, 96. This one's 85. I'll just expand this a little bit. Make sure the rest of our rooms haven't been squashed. See that around. Let's look at the power. I didn't really change the power systems, actually, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oxygen is good. Lots of hydrogen here, but that's where gas masks are being put on. Temperature. It is starting to get a bit warm there, so I may want to think about a cooling line. Maybe we put that in now. So what is our cooling? That's our cooling line right there. I'll have that go around and visit that simple path for now. What else? Let's look at disease. We are clear of any concerns. Water. That's going to be an important thing. So we're getting a little bit of water there, it looks like. Lots of, well, this is starting to get a bit lower, actually. Now, I don't know if I've got the metal to get a pump down here. But there is lots of water if I could. Maybe I will tell this pump, you can run as long as it's 9. You can start melting ice. Oh, it is 9. Okay, 5 then. I might want to go. So I had this go through here. Do I have any metal? I did get rid of my incubator. Maybe I'll just put in a couple pieces right there and there. Other than that, over 100,000 calories. And I think these guys are good. So yeah, back over here then. Just start the process of getting fossil in. Let's check. Oh, I'm a little bit worried. Oh no, there's the dupe. So we do not have enough barbecue meat to keep going on. There is a little bit of muckroot around, so I might get a bonus cycle. Let's check some of the other factors. Oxygen. Still lots of oxygen to go. Temperature of this thing. As I bring in fossil and lead, it is going to heat up this area, so that's one thing to watch. The suits, though, I have not switched to the second suit, so that's kind of nice. Just a note on that. Durability has gotten down to 11%, but we do have that backup one. Really want to make sure that the dupe does not go out here, so we're going to put a door here. So our last task is really just to get access to this. I'll give them an exception during their break to come out. But I think we've got a lot of the material. I seen they started unpacking some iron ore, so that they're kind of working against us. Yeah, we've got a lot of it in the rocket. Like 40 tons of lead. Let's get a little bit more of that iron ore back. We don't have any algae yet, so you know what? Let's bring that in. So the dupe can concentrate on a little bit of that. The rest of the rovers can just bring in material here. So digging out a few remainder spots. There was copper ore somewhere. That's over here. We might get a little bit more. I see some lead and iron ore, so the rovers should be on that now. Oh, one of the rovers is down. So I'm going to prevent the dupe from leaving this zone. Door doesn't need to be shut, though. Another rover. Oh, that's the same one. We're getting down to it, so I will remove everything from going into all these. We will put, I think I have some lead left to be collected. Make sure the dupe doesn't do this, though. It's the only thing. What else was there? There was some copper. Or there was... I don't know if there was... I think there was iron ore, too. Okay, dupe is just opening this door. They're picking up what now? Lead. They're putting it in that bin. Scared you're gonna go inside the rocket and unload that. See some lead there. How do I best do this? I wonder if I just crew it. I wait for some rovers to load some stuff here, and then I'll let them out. That might be the best thing. Let me do the same thing for this bin. Because we need overflow. Where is that dupe? Oh yeah, they don't have a break until the beginning of the next cycle. We may not get everything. That is fine. We've been so metal poor that the metal that we've got is looking quite exciting to me. 40 tons lead. See if we get 40 tons of iron by the time we're done. Got some fossil, copper ore, algae just because. So I'm going to let these guys concentrate on digging. I'll let, maybe what I'll do. I'll let the dupe out. Dump this out. On the ground. We'll let them do their digging tasks. I'll click on some of the material and I will say move this on the rocket one by one. We'll start with algae. And I'll move on to the rest. I see a hatch, and I see some muck root. Oh, only 800 calories. But oh, there's another 800. I don't know if this is enough to make a difference for the dupe, but let's get... Oh, can the rovers do this command? I'm actually not... I don't think they can. What is in here? We've got 5 tons of lead on iron ore. Let's empty that out. And I'll move that over to the rocket as well. I'm going to change this out for a door so we don't leak gas. Just thinking to myself, as I move all this stuff into the rocket, it might make sense, just for efficiency, to put it right at the front. That way there's less movement that's needed. We're going to send one final rocket up to make a rover. Just so that when we leave, I have a little bit of things I can get done via the rovers. Nope, I've got to click the button to go. Now, I also want to get the food collected. I don't necessarily want the dupe to have to do that, so I see some muck root around. Actually, speaking of which, I thought I saw another piece right there. Okay, so with that, this rocket is now going to be retired. Actually, hold on, I'll get destruct that first, but we're going to take that rocket down because I need to get rid of this platform. Actually, we'll start that too. Let's go inside here. We're going to turn this back on. Enable that building. So the dupe is relaxing. This might be a good time to collect some last bit of material. So we'll get lead. I see some of that around. Nice to have that on board if we can before we leave. But most important thing, we need to get my crude up here so we get that on board it because we're extremely low on food. There's the first piece going in. So Astronaut is spending their last cycle or so just loading all this great material onto the rocket. The remainder of the rovers are going to send some lead here. We'll see if we can sneak that onto. Also got to get this destroyed. High priority stuff. Need to make sure we get a rocket platform built down here. Alright, there goes the rocket. So we're going to build a rocket platform right here. Make that high priority task. We got to put some aluminum in there. I'm going to click here. I'm going to enable this so that when the dupe disable building set to be brought back onto line. Okay. Where's the dupe? Well, coming back to the rocket, you don't really want to go down there. Oh, they're picking up some pinch of pepper seeds. Last little bit of metal being brought over. Once the rovers send some metal here, I should see the dupe create that. And that's about one of the last tasks we have on this mission. Or are we just picking up that aluminum? That's alright. Okay, I see that Astronaut is doing some construction. Let's get them to go on the rocket. They can enable the Atmos suit. I figure this is going to be a lot easier to build if they've got an Atmos suit on. Are we coming in? Oh, there we are. Excellent. And then the last bit that they'll do is I'll empty this bin. We'll get that on the rocket, and that's it. We'll be taking off. So there's the rocket platform going in. Okay, I'm going to... Let's see, how do I best do this? The rovers are still gathering a little bit. Maybe we'll switch over to iron ore while I do this. So we'll click on here. We'll empty this on the ground. I'll click on that lead. Move that onto the rocket. I'll even disable this again. I'm going to say you don't leave the rocket area from this point on. See a bunch of rovers with nothing to do. So I'm going to give them the order to dig out this area to give room for natural gas. And then we'll have the last bit of metal to be put onto this rocket. Just looking inside my rocket, and we're out of food. I did gather a little muckroot here, and I thought to myself, it's probably a really good idea to move that onto the rocket. So do that right here. So that the dupe has something to snack on the way home. Just looking at the schedule for Astronaut, they're about to go on break. So I'm ready to go, but I'm going to give Astronaut a chance to eat at the Great Hall, or Mess Hall, I guess, and use the washroom in that, because there is no washroom on board. And then, in the meantime, Where are they going at the moment? What I'll do is I'll get the rovers to gather some final bit of material that maybe gets its way on in the morning. Lead, I'm going to take that down to a 5. Maybe there's a little bit of iron ore left. So, Astronaut is having one final meal on this asteroid. So while they're on break, just having rovers send extra bit of material that maybe gets thrown on in the morning, and then we're gonna get out of here and send this valuable material back home. Just found astronaut here sleeping with her suit on. We'll take that suit off. They are waking up. I'm gonna actually tell them they can't leave this area. Where were you going anyway, just to pick up something? That's fine. No, you were... Last thing you're going to do... We're going to dump this on the floor. We'll load this, and we're going back home. So we've got a little bit of iron ore to throw on. And a little bit of lead. Last little bit. Before we blast off... And the dupe just ate before they rested. We don't have enough calories for them to eat again. So we very much need to go. Go, go, go. Get this lead on. There we are. Okay, so we're going to crew this thing. We're going to go back home. And I will... Oh, there's no control station. I guess we can't go anywhere without that. Let's clear a space. What is that made? That's made out of metal. Well, we've got lots of metal for that, don't worry. Okay, so we've got a space now for this. We'll put that right there. Shouldn't be too long. As soon as this is created, we're out of here. Oh, don't... never mind these bins. Never mind the bins. There we go. So, it is... forgot to spit. That's going to delay our return just a little. Where's that oxygen? Nothing is leaking out. We are ready and want to go on immediate launch. Rovers are waving goodbye. So I'm going to give the rovers some commands. Eventually, I'm going to want some natural gas. Why don't we build a gas pipe that goes from here up? Just for a future project, which I know I'll need. Take that up like that. And we'll take a wire down. Let's connect that all the way down so I can get a gas pump here in the future. Let's have a look inside this. We are going to be there in half a cycle. Dupe is a little bit stressed, but they'll have a good time when they get back home. Speaking of which, let's have a look around. Maybe it would be time. We only have a little bit of barbecue meat. We could create a little bit more. That way, Astronaut will have a feast when they return. Let's see, whoops. Lower this priority. These are some hatches we want to get back in the stables that have eaten. It has been a long journey, very important journey, but we are just seconds from arriving back home, where this dupe will be very welcomed with all their metal. Very successful mission. Here we are. I don't know if they can actually exit because of this. Oh, I know, I think they can actually. but I'm going to destroy this. Just to get the rocket to be a little bit lower, because there's lots of very useful stuff here. But this is going to be something for another day. We've got 8 tons of algae, 17 tons copper ore, fossil, 8 tons, iron ore, 45 tons, and lead, 57, almost 58 tons of that great stuff. So this opens up so much possibilities from this point on. So many things I've wanted to do that I just can't because I'm short metal no longer. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I see you next time where I make use of this metal to actually improve the dupes' lives further. Till then.